defense is going to make to try and take that away.
He'll get it up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. They'll be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game.
Forced out to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up
Detroit!
now 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Check. Detroit! Detroit!
They go play action here on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns add on to their lead. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. Second down, here's Jackson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and
he's going to go down. Jamie Collins coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Jackson on 3rd and long. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Jackson on 1st down. And this one is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Hot!
On 2nd down, Collins. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Jackson eluding the pressure right. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Detroit! Detroit!
Here's a 1st down run with Collins. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. Jamie Collins in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Detroit!
This offense
Detroit!
2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Collins. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Alex Collins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that will shave one more off this lead.
Here
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
1st down, Mayfield. Flush to his right. What? Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. Johnson, the intended target.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Here's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's exactly why the Ravens drafted him, added him to their stable after drafting Hayden Hurst in the 1st round. A second tight end who can catch the football. He looks like a guy who's going to line up on the line of scrimmage and mash you in the running game as a blocker. But his best attributes, splitting out, catching the football almost as an extra wide receiver.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Jackson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jamie Collins in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And the Browns getting set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. To the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, Mayfield dumps this to his running back, Chubb, and able to get it here to about the 16-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Mayfield now, escaping the pressure right. He's got his tight end in Njoku. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 32 that time. Baker Mayfield, obviously the #1 pick overall. That was controversial, though. What ultimately made the Browns go in his way?
Well, post-draft, I did hear a Browns executive talk about the efficacy of Baker Mayfield. In other words, how people rally to him, how people respond to him. He talked about seeing him at a workout, how he showed up,
Watch you now, Barney,
yelled out to the other guys. They yelled back with the same response, ran right to him, and they were ready to start the workout. He said things like that and his talent tipped the balance in his favor to go #1.
Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Check, 53 flight. Check, 53 flight.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Detroit! Detroit!
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. More from Cleveland after this. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Mayfield on 1st down. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now let's go. 3-19.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Des Bryant, his first touchdown of the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that saves. Over the end line. And the Ravens taking the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this game. Poor punter. Yeah, it wasn't his fault.
It got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Lucky 56.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Drops it underneath for Collins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Right side, it's Sneed. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. To throw again is Jackson. He finds Leslie, complete over the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there. And now it's second down. Collins now the lone man in the backfield, 2nd and goal.
Plus formation. Come on, boys, come on.
Again, Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Jaleel Scott as the first half is winding down, and the Ravens draw a bit closer. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 53. And Gonzalez puts this one through. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Hey, boys, got four down. Hot! Mike, 53, Mike. Hot!
Here's Comics. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more. Gun! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the red zone now, Mayfield finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. DeAndre Washington, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes this a 9-point game. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Look at the spin. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think the defense has to feel really good about what's going on here. They've hit him, harassed him, sacked him a bunch of times. And now he's starting to get a little jittery in the pocket. Feet are starting to move around a little bit. Sometimes they start to feel ghosts. People aren't even there.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And he will find Scott on the right side complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head scheme going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Over!
On 3rd down, Jackson. And incomplete here on 3rd down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They pitch it out to Collins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd down, Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind.
And they're waving pressure too much. Down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Set.
Play fake. Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him back.
And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time it yields a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about Hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They go again with Collins. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 3rd down, Jackson. It finds Crabtree for the completion. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Collins. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL, because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after him.
But occasionally, you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot for sure, but sometimes just to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, no doubt. You want to break tendencies as you go along with the game, because you don't want them to just say, oh, 3rd and 1, we know exactly what they're going to do. But in this situation, as an offensive lineman, as a running back, I want to know why I didn't get the football.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Caught left side to Crabtree. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
We got chips over here. Chips over here. It's overload.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Now Jackson. On the gun, he'll throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Over the middle, that's caught by Scott. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Pass incomplete. He was looking for Alex Collins that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey. 4 down.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got Snead. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, 4 down.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
All right, now,
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Hot! Hot!
Here's Jackson operating from the gun. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Hot! Hot!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the All-Pro, Navarro Bowman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
No. Check. Patriot! Patriot!
And they'll start the drive of the ground with Johnson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Shift. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there on 3rd down for the Browns. And even 40 yards.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the 1st down, and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Mayfield down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Mayfield to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. 30, 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
What you just saw there, 1st-round talent, 2nd year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
Gone! Now let's go. 3-9.
Back to it after the pick 6. Mayfield flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle. Kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Mayfield to throw. He may try and run for this. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Gun!
Here's Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. Wide open receiver complete. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And it's no good. Gonzalez pulled it, and that changes everything here in OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Second and 6, just inside the 30. They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
Mike, 53, Mike. Watch him now, Barney.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, third and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football.
All right, now, lucky 56.
The first throw in overtime for Mayfield now. Oh, he's got a man wide open, good clean. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
Mayfield on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it second down.
Slam.
2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this.
Check hot route. Hot. Set. 319. Double dog. That's the way.
On second down, Washington. And he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here comes a big one now in overtime. This is 3rd and inches. Right back to Washington. And down inside the 15 he goes. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On first, here's Washington. And he stopped immediately there. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here in OT.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now a handoff, Johnson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Mayfield dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And they have regained the lead. Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. A field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you're pushing to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick the field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown. Finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And he will find Scott on the right side complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't...
Thicker the pie, thicker the bag. Beat them a bite, now listen to me. Got them driving it fast. They were just hitting 'cause they in the way.